Welcome back to Thriveology Today. Let me ask you, what if you could turn your voice, your ideas, and your passion into a powerful audio brand that reaches thousands, builds authority, and creates new streams of income? Imagine your podcast as a digital stage, one where your message echoes across the world, opening doors to opportunities you never imagined. Today, we're unlocking the podcast profit formula and building your audio brand. Whether you're a total beginner or looking to take your show to the next level, this episode will give you the frameworks, strategies, and inspiration to launch, grow, and monetize a successful podcast business. We'll cover everything from setup and content to growth tactics, monetization, and making your production process a breeze. So Thriveology community, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's turn your voice into your greatest asset. Part 1. Podcast Setup. Laying the foundation for success. Every great podcast starts with a clear vision and the right tools. Think of this stage as building the studio for your audio empire, a place where your ideas come alive and your audience feels at home. First, define your podcast's mission and audience. What's the big idea behind your show? Who do you want to serve? The best podcasts solve a problem, answer burning questions, or entertain a specific group. For example, How I Built This by Guy Raz focuses on entrepreneurial journeys, while The Daily by the New York Times delivers news in bite-sized episodes. Choose a memorable name and create eye-catching cover art. This is your show's storefront. Your title and artwork are often the first things people see, so make them count. Next, select your format: interviews, solo episodes, co-hosted discussions, or a mix. Pick what energizes you and what fits your message. If you love deep conversations, interviews might be your sweet spot. If you're a storyteller, solo episodes can showcase your voice and expertise. Now for the essentials. You don't need a fancy studio to start. A USB microphone like the Audio-Technica ATR2100, headphones, and free editing software such as Audacity or GarageBand are enough for professional quality sound. Record in a quiet space. Closets work wonders for reducing echo. Don't let tech overwhelm you. Start simple and upgrade as your show grows. And here's a tip. Record a short trailer episode introducing yourself and your mission. This gives new listeners a taste of what's to come and helps you practice your delivery before your official launch. Action steps. Define your podcast's mission, audience, and unique angle. Choose a name, create cover art, and decide on your episode format. Get a reliable microphone and editing software. Don't let tech hold you back. Record a trailer episode to set the tone for your show. Remember, every empire starts with a single brick. Lay your foundation with intention and clarity, and you'll build something that lasts. Part 2. Content Strategy. Crafting episodes that captivate. Your content is the heart of your audio brand. Think of each episode as a chapter in your story, a chance to connect, teach, and inspire. The best podcasts are more than just information. They're experiences. Start by mapping out your first 10 episode ideas. What are the burning questions in your niche? What stories or insights can only you deliver? Use listener questions, trending topics, or your own journey as inspiration. If you're not sure what your audience wants, ask them. Run a poll on social media or send a quick survey to your email list. Structure matters. Begin each episode with a hook, a bold statement, a question, or a quick story that grabs attention. Outline your main points, share personal experiences, and always end with a clear takeaway or call to action. Your audience should finish each episode feeling inspired, informed, and ready to take action. Mix up your content. Alternate between interviews with experts, solo deep dives, and Q&A sessions. This keeps your show fresh and appeals to different listener preferences. Don't be afraid to experiment. Sometimes your most unexpected episodes become fan favorites. Pat Flynn's Smart Passive Income podcast alternates between interviews, solo teaching, and listener questions, building a loyal, engaged audience that keeps coming back for more. And don't forget storytelling. People remember stories far more than facts. Share your wins, your struggles, and your lessons learned. Vulnerability and authenticity are magnetic. Action steps. Brainstorm and outline your first 10 episodes. Script strong openings and clear takeaways for each show. Experiment with different formats to see what resonates. Collect listener questions or feedback to fuel future episodes. Your content is your signature. Make every episode a gift your audience looks forward to unwrapping. Part 3. Growth Tactics. Amplifying your reach. Even the best podcast needs listeners. Growing your audience is like planting seeds. Consistent care leads to exponential growth. Don't get discouraged if your first episodes have only a handful of downloads. Every podcast starts small. First, optimize your show for discovery. Use keyword-rich titles and descriptions so new listeners can find you. Submit your podcast to all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more. The more places your podcast lives, the greater your reach. Leverage your network. Invite guests with their own audiences and encourage them to share their episode. Cross-promote with other podcasters in your niche. Share episode highlights on social media and create audiograms, short shareable audio clips with captions. These are perfect for Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Engage your listeners, ask for reviews, run listener Q&A segments, and shout out your most loyal fans. The more you involve your audience, the more invested they become. Build a community around your podcast. Start a Facebook group, Discord server, or private email list for behind-the-scenes access. The Tim Ferriss Show exploded in growth by featuring high-profile guests and encouraging listeners to share favorite moments on social media. Tim's willingness to experiment with episode length, format, and bonus content kept his audience engaged and growing. And remember, consistency is key. Release episodes on a regular schedule, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Your audience will build a habit around your show. Action steps: optimize your podcast titles, descriptions, and cover art for search. Collaborate with other creators and invite guests who will promote your show. Actively engage your audience and ask for reviews and shares. Create a community space for deeper connection. Your audience is your community. Nurture it, and it will multiply. Part 4. Monetization methods. Turning passion into profit. Now let's talk about making your podcast pay. Monetization is about value exchange, serving your audience while creating income streams for your business. There are more ways to monetize than you might think. Start with sponsorships. Once you have a consistent audience, brands will pay to reach your listeners. You can also use affiliate marketing. Recommend products you love and earn a commission for each sale. Be selective. Only promote products that align with your values and serve your audience. Create your own offers. Promote your online courses, coaching books, or merchandise directly to your audience. Many podcasters generate more revenue from their own products than from ads. If you have expertise, consider offering workshops or exclusive content. Consider listener support. Platforms like Patreon let your biggest fans support you with monthly contributions in exchange for bonus content, early access, or exclusive perks. You can even offer ad-free episodes or behind-the-scenes content. John Lee Duma of Entrepreneurs on Fire built a multi-million-dollar business by combining sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and his own products, all promoted through his podcast. He also shares detailed income reports, inspiring thousands of creators to follow in his footsteps. Don't forget about live events or virtual summits. As your brand grows, you can host meetups, workshops, or conferences, turning your podcast community into a real-world movement. Action steps. Identify potential sponsors and affiliate products that fit your audience. Develop your own offers or premium content. Set up listener support options for fans who want to give back. Explore live events or virtual workshops as your audience grows. Monetization is like building multiple streams that flow into your podcast empire. Start with one, then add more as you grow. Part 5. Production efficiency. Streamlining for consistency and quality. Consistency is key to podcast growth. The secret? Efficient production systems that save you time and maintain quality. Think of your podcast as a well-oiled machine, each part working together to deliver value week after week. Batch record your episodes. Set aside 1 or 2 days a month to record several episodes at once. This minimizes setup time and keeps you ahead of schedule. Use templates for show notes, intros, and outros to speed up editing. Automate where possible. Use scheduling tools to release episodes automatically. Repurpose your content. Turn podcast highlights into blog posts, social media clips, or email newsletters. The more you repurpose, the more value you get from each episode. If editing eats up your time, consider hiring a freelance audio editor. This frees you to focus on content and growth. As your show grows, you can build a small production team to handle editing, show notes, and promotion. The creators of the Minimalists podcast batch record and use a simple workflow to produce weekly episodes without burnout. Their streamlined process allows them to focus on content and community, not just production, and always keep learning. Listen to your own episodes, ask for feedback, and look for ways to improve. Small tweaks in production quality, pacing, or energy can make a big difference over time. Action steps. Create a production checklist and templates for each episode. Batch record and schedule episodes in advance. Outsource editing or repetitive tasks as you grow. Regularly review your process and seek feedback. Your podcast is a machine. Tune it for reliability, and you'll keep delivering value week after week. Let's recap. Building a profitable podcast starts with a clear vision and setup, compelling content, smart growth tactics, multiple income streams, and efficient production. Each step is a building block in your audio brand empire. Here's your challenge. This week, outline your podcast's mission, brainstorm your first 10 episodes, and share your show idea in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on and offer feedback. If you found value in this episode, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who's ready to launch their own podcast. Remember, Thriveology Community. Your voice is your superpower. Use it to inspire, educate, and create your own legacy. Keep thriving and never stop growing. See you next time on Thriveology Today.